Bulvanakan, welcome back to another episode of Her Story, where we highlight inspiring women making an impact in their respective fields. Today we'll be going to the High Performance Unit Gym in Nasese, where we'll be sitting down with Mere Moto, and who is also the former Fijian duo women's player herself. She's made a difference on the field, and she's continued to do that off the field as well. Let's go meet her. 10 years ago, Mere Moto made her Fijiana debut against PNG at ANZ Stadium. A decade later, at the same venue, now HFC Bank Stadium, she finally received her test cap. And today, she's shaping the next generation with Suva Women's Rugby. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. You've come a long way. You're also a Fijiana 15s player. How has the experience for you like?
Oh, it's been nothing short of amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's a journey on its own, and it's a journey that somebody would have to live through and just really be immersed in it to fully understand it. No words can explain what's it been like to be a Fijiana player, from being a rugby player and then transitioning on to being a strength and conditioning coach. Sort of full circle almost, but it's been great, amazing.
So you say you joined USP Women's Rugby team in 2004. But, I mean, at that big age, what made you decide, you know what, I'll just play rugby?
It was a sport, I picked it up. I love sports, and I played netball, volleyball, everything, basketball in between growing up, and rugby was an opportunity to just pick up another sport. But I did not realize that it was going to be the one that I would be stuck with for the rest of my life.
You were a former player, you are now the coach. Was it a big change for you transitioning from a player to a position of a coach?
I guess just a shift in mindset, really. But to transition, and just because from a player to then being an SNC coach, while I was still playing, I had a eureka moment, and I thought, how am I going to give back to the sport that I so love? And as age was catching up and life was catching up as well, that was the thought process in being an SNC coach. And being part of Striders Women's Rugby Club, we had only one coach, and she wore many hats. Tavaita Rawati, she was the coach, the SNC, the manager, with the help of a few other people in the club. So naturally, that was something I gravitated towards, and I decided I'd head back to school for it. Joined, at the time, the certificate and trade diploma sports science at Fiji National University, and then eventually got my World Rugby accreditations as a strength and conditioning coach and a World Rugby educator as well in the process. And it just kept coming, really. It was one thing after the other.
Stay with us. We'll be back right after this short break.
Hey you! This is how you should start your morning.
And then the video at the background, and he's just like...
Wake up with Wunene, Tai and Tifa on the FM 96 Breakfast Show. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Catch us on 96, 96.2 and 96.6. FM 96, your number one.
Welcome back to the second segment of Her Story. Now, for quite some time, rugby was always seen as a man's game. Women players, they get humiliated, they get ridiculed. And I've heard some people say that men have sometimes said women don't belong in the field of rugby, they belong in the kitchen. Have you gone through this?
On a personal level, I've been lucky enough. I've had such great support system with family and with friends. They've been very supportive, and I haven't had to face a lot of that kind of situation and hearing those kind of words, and being in a situation where I was told to, it was to choose between the rugby and family, that kind of situation. I've been lucky. But there's one that stands out, and it's one that I've always shared. There was a time I was part of Striders Women's Rugby Club. We were actually training for Murray Sevens that year, and we were out on the field when there was a truckload of men that went past, and that's when we heard those words being shouted at us. We were being told that we belonged in the kitchen, that we shouldn't be playing rugby, along with a few other colorful words and some very stereotypical words that came out as well. But as we just carried on and kept training, and we had goals to meet. as a team, and that just kept us going.
I mean, not only were you affected, your teammates were affected as well.
Yeah.
How did you deal with this?
It's always, you don't know how strong you are unless you have to be strong. And sometimes you don't realize how words can affect people. And for us, it's usually, when we know that one of our sisters is in that situation, we try and be there for them. And, just be a sounding board, somebody they can talk to, and just provide that safe space where you can, come to me and talk to me about anything, even if it's something that you might not talk with anybody else. So that's a bond that I've built with a lot of my friends that we played with from the time, and we've become, all these years later, even off the field, and we've gone into different spaces in rugby and onto our different things in life. We still catch up with each other and check in.
Mere, you've had your challenges in life. I know you lost your best friend, one of your best friends during COVID, Marie Stewart, and also the passing of your mother. As someone in your position who is in a male-dominated field, how have you kept your head in the game?
It's just been mentally strong. It's just been very mentally strong, and we all have our coping mechanisms as well. Like I said, I've been lucky to have great support systems, and I always have that person that I can go to and talk to about anything and everything. They've helped me through the thick and thin. And with losing Marie and losing mom and dad in the process, so it's been great. But I've always been happy to have them around. Being in such a space is not easy. Being one of very few women that's in the space is a challenge on its own, and to have other personal challenges that life throws curveballs your way all the time, as we know. But you dig deep, and you find your whys and your reasons. And I've always been motivated by the people that support me.
Stay with us. We'll be back right after this short break.
The biggest stages, the loudest nights, the events Fiji never forgets. Powered by Total Events Company. From Fiji Showcase to Bollywood Dhamaka, from big night out to international concerts, we make it happen. We do it all. Sound, lighting, staging, branding, catering, and MC services. From corporate launches to music festivals, we bring the energy, the setup, and the experience. No matter the crowd, no matter the scale, Total Events Company brings your vision to life. Loud, proud, and unforgettable. Total Events Company. We build experiences. Email info@totalevents.com.fj.
Now, Mere, before we get into it, can you just explain to us what strength and conditioning is?
So basically, strength and conditioning is the backbone of any rugby player. So, it basically helps you to be a better player. And before you're able to execute any of the other skills, you need to be obviously fit and conditioned for the game of rugby. So that is our jobs as strength and conditioning coaches. And basically what we do is we try to prevent injuries, so minimize injuries as much as we possibly can, and obviously maximize performance, get you into a really good place, really conditioned to be able to handle a high collision, high tempo rugby match. And I guess I could show you some of the things that we do inside the gym.
I'm actually scared.
Don't be. We won't ask you to do like 100 kg bench press, but I can teach you how to do it. So if that's okay,
yeah, sure.
Right.
Lead the way.
Basically, we will start off with what is called a bench press. So this is one of the main lifts, upper body, that is focused on the upper body for a rugby player.
So this is like one of the basics, right?
This is very basic. Unless you want to put 100 kgs on the bar, that is. Right, so just set that up for you.
Now, I've never been to a gym. This is actually, I think, my first time to be in a gym for like more than 20 minutes. But what are these?
Right, so we've got a rack.
Right.
And this is where we'll place our barbell.
Barbell, okay.
And for you, don't worry, we won't put 100 kgs on it. It'll just be plain bar. And obviously, this is a bench.
Okay.
Right, are you ready, Tammy?
No.
So basically, you just come, sit, and you get under the bar.
Okay.
And place your hand
Right.
on the bar and deep breath in, off rack, and down to your chest,
Oh my gosh.
and push out and back up.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think I can do this.
You okay?
Guys, everything's black. What's one common misconception that a beginner would, think?
A lot of people don't like coming into the gym, and they. A lot of girls even they think that it's gonna bulk them up and they're gonna change their shape. It will
Right.
change their shape, but it actually makes them better rugby players when they are conditioned from inside the gym. So something as basic as a bench press gives your upper body strength, and in a tackle situation you could be, better at tackling, better at collisions if you have a stronger upper body.
Right. I feel like I already have muscles. Do you have a second technique?
Right, so
to show
the
me?
next thing I guess we can get into is our basic lower body exercise,
Lower body
which
exercise.
is a squat or a back squat,
Right.
or a barbell squat.
Yep.
Different names for different things and places, but yeah, it's basically a squat. So this is a safety net basically for people that squat. And ideally, you want this whenever you squat, put in a safety rack, because you never know, it might get too heavy,
Yes.
and you might lose your technique,
Yes.
and there'll be a need for you to drop the bar. So when you drop the bar, this is the safety bar that catches it.
Oh, I see.
So if you want, so you'll notice here, that's where your neck is gonna go.
Yes.
All right, so you just get under the bar. So it's an open chest. You're in a half squat position, and then you get up, you step back a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your legs are shoulder width apart. Yeah, and staying nice and strong on the torso, your core, and then just down and push back up. Yeah, so one more time, down
Okay.
and push back up. And then you get back, so hit the rack and release, and that's a squat.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
How was that?
That was, felt like I was putting 2 sacks of potatoes on my shoulders. Just an advice to all the ladies, to all the girls that be watching your show, and also to the men as well,
Absolutely nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Set your mind to it, set your goal, write it down. If you have to blow it up on a big piece of paper, put it up on your
course.
wall, whatever it takes. Just nothing is impossible. Set your dream and go hard for it.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Strength and conditioning coach Mere Moto. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Nice.